Hello, welcome to Economics in Short, that is in 5 minutes. In the last part, I had discussed the concept of demand. Now, its related concept, supply, I shall discuss here today. That is, you can define supply as the different quantities of good or service which producers are willing and able to offer for sale at different prices in the market. So, the relationship here is between the price and the quantity of good to be offered for sale. That will constitute supply. Except the price, there are also some other determinants of supply. Before going over to that, let me explain the nature of relationship, that is, which is the cause and which is the effect, that we call the functional relationship between price and the quantity supplied of a good or service. That is, higher the price, the producers would be interested to offer more amount of good or services for sale in the market, and the vice versa. So from this we deduce that there is a positive relationship between the price of a good or service and the quantity to be offered or to be supplied in the market for sale. So if we show it through a graphical representation, if we show the supply curve, then it will be upward sloping in nature, indicating a positive relationship between price and quantity supplied. Coming over to the other factors that influence supply are cost of production, that is, changes in the cost of labor or raw materials used for the production of a good would determine the supply condition of a good or service. Thirdly, the technological improvements also influence the supply condition of a good or service. What I mean to say is that, suppose regarding the production, in the context of production of a particular good or service, there is improvement in technology. The method of production increases, which means the cost of production is lowered. This reduction in the cost of production will lead to higher supply of the goods. More goods will be supplied because the cost of production is reduced as a result of the technological improvements. The next determinant, the prices of related goods. That is, here by related goods, what I mean is that with same factors of production, alternative products can be produced by the producer. So in that case, if the producer would like to jump to the production of another product by diverting some resources or some factors from the product that he was producing, it would lead to affect the supply condition. The next factor is expectations of future prices. If the producers expect that the price of the good or service that they are producing will increase in future, then they would produce more and offer more for sale. with an expectation of a rise in price. The reverse will take place in case of an expectation in the fall in the price. Last but not the least, it is the number of sellers in the market that would determine the supply condition. That is, if the number of sellers would increase, then supply will be more. And in the reverse case, if the number of sellers would become less, then the supply would become less. Then after discussing demand and supply, we can talk about the equilibrium price level, determination of equilibrium price level. Equilibrium price is that where the quantity demand is equal to quantity supplied. And in that case, if we graphically represent the intersection between the demand curve, which is downward sloping, and the supply curve, which is upward sloping, the point at which both the curves intersect each other will refer to the equilibrium point, and that price will be the equilibrium price. Surplus will occur if suppose price is above equilibrium level. Then there will be excess supply in relation to demand. And the reverse case, when price is below the equilibrium level, then the demand will be greater than the supply. It means there is excess demand. So, accordingly, the market situations of demand and supply would be adjusted. A shift in demand curve occurs rightward or leftward when there are changes in factors other than price. When price changes, quantity demanded changes, that would be a movement along the demand curve. But when price remaining same, any of the other determinants of quantity demanded changes, then it would lead to a shift in demand curve either rightward or leftward. Similarly, a shift in demand and supply changes the equilibrium price. For example, a rise in income increases demand, raising both the price and quantity. You can give a real world example, that is, take the case of a rise in gasoline prices. Suppose the oil supply is disrupted due to the geopolitical issues which has been taking place in the present days. In that case, supply of oil will decrease, pushing up the prices. We can give another example, that is technology products. As the production cost decreases with new technology, new methods of production, the supply curve shifts to the right, that is towards the lower side, leading to a lower prices for the consumers. This is how supply and demand, these forces interact to set prices in the market. Understanding the concepts of demand and supply helps to predict how markets function and react to the changes. Policymakers, businesses, and consumers rely on this concept to make informed decisions related to the market. Thank you.